In hydrocarbon trading, there's a confusion that immediately reveals who understands a real operation and who just repeats WhatsApp chains. A proforma invoice is not the same as a commercial invoice. And no, a commercial invoice doesn't need to be signed by a special logistics firm or a logistics company to be validated. The proforma invoice is, in essence, a preliminary document. It serves to present a formal sales offer with the basic terms of an operation, product, quantity, price, Incoterm, origin, destination, payment terms, offer validity, and in some cases, bank details or contractual reference. It is a commercial negotiation document. It doesn't prove that the operation has already been executed or that the goods have already been delivered. In other words, the proforma organizes the business intent, but it doesn't replace the execution documentation. The commercial invoice, on the other hand, is the final commercial invoice issued by the seller to the buyer when the sale is already structured for collection and accounting. There, we are talking about a document that supports a real commercial transaction. It identifies the seller, the buyer, describes the product, the quantity, the unit price, the total value, the currency, the contract number or reference, and normally stays aligned with the rest of the operations document set. And here comes the very important key point. The commercial invoice is issued by the seller, not the terminal, not the shipping line, and not the logistics company. Logistics can intervene in other documents like the bill of lading, cargo manifest, the delivery order, the NOAR, the ullage report, the certificate of quantity, shipping instructions, or transport documents. But the commercial invoice belongs to the commercial and fiscal level of the sale, not to the operational level of logistics. Saying that a commercial invoice is useless if it's not signed by a logistics company is a classic sign of people who have never closed a real deal. There may be operations where, due to internal compliance, a letter of credit, or a particular documentary structure, additional supports are requested. That can indeed happen. But one thing is to ask for complementary documents, and another very different thing is to invent false rules. In a serious operation, each document fulfills its function. The proforma opens the commercial structure, the commercial invoice formalizes the collection, and logistics supports the movement, custody, or delivery. Mixing those levels is exactly what fake traders do when they talk about operations they never executed. If you like these types of videos, give it a like, ask, comment. This is Trend Oil Vision. Understand oil like a professional. Thank you.